Welcome back, Devils fans, and I have returned from the Rock for what was the win of the year for our New Jersey Devils, defeating the Colorado Avalanche by a score of 5-3. And folks, another one in the books for the cardiac kids, leaving us on the edges of our seats until the very end. And in many ways, this was a typical 23-24 New Jersey Devils game. And what I mean by that is surrender the first goal. Check. Blow a 2-goal lead. Check. Win in dramatic fashion with a couple minutes remaining. Check. Woo! Woo! What a win. What a win, flying high. Tonight I'll be up until the wee hours playing around on the computer, watching highlights and doing videos and a bunch of other crap. But what a victory for this club. Coming out of the All-Star break, knowing that we're going to be in a dogfight for points, scratching and clawing for the rest of the season. Unfortunately, the Flyers won tonight, so we just kept pace with them. But a much-needed win at home tonight, snapping the 2-game losing streak. And there was a lot of things to be excited about in this game. Let's just take a look at the scoring there. Also, another seemingly fingerprint on the season is giving up very early goals. And the Avalanche didn't take long. At 1:23, Rantanen scores. And it was kind of deflating. It was very deflating to be down 1-0 that early. The building was buzzing a little bit. I think a lot of people were missing Devils hockey after the extended time off. To go down 1-0 super early was not a great thing. But only about 40 seconds later, Tierney ties it up on a nice little play started off by our rookie sensation. Shimon Nemitz throws it at the net. Tierney gets the goal, ties it up at 1. We end the first period at 1-1, and then at 3:49 of the second period, a beautiful give and go with nicohischier and Jesperbratt. Bratt finishes the give and go play, burying it into the net, giving the Devils a 2-1 lead. And then at 6:47, Mercer just getting down and dirty, down low, not giving up on the play. I feel like he was kind of all over tonight. He had some great defensive plays as well. Mercer finds the back of the net, giving the Devils the 3-1 lead going into the third. I was feeling good, not super confident, but I was feeling good. But again, as we know on the season, no leads are safe. And unfortunately, that was the case again tonight at 8:29 of the third, off of a somewhat lackadaisical play by Luke Hughes, grabbing the puck behind the net and just gets trucked, and the puck just comes right out to Makar in a matter of a split second in the back of the net. Great heads-up play by Makar there. 3-2 Devils. And then at 8:58, a whole 29 seconds later, Gerard fires one past Vanacek to tie it up at 3. And at that point, I thought the meltdown was fully on. I was cursing in my seat. Probably getting looks from people, but there was a lot of other people cursing in my area as well. I think as a whole, the Devils fan base is probably a very frustrated group at this point of the season, and we've seen this movie play out in front of our eyes too many times, and so it looked like tonight was going to be another night of a team scoring 3 goals on us in a matter of a minute or 2 minutes, and they had 2 in about 30 seconds there. Super unfortunate. Game tied at 3. The building got a little flat, but the boys kept motoring on. And at 17:43, from Nico and Bratt, John Marino buries one, giving the Devils the 4-3 lead. And then Eric Halla adds one with 0.8 seconds left on the empty net. Devils win 5-3 in an absolute beauty. Much needed win, needed the 2 points. Unfortunately, Philadelphia won tonight as well, so we just kind of kept pace with them. But it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a complete dogfight down the stretch. Every game is super crucial, and tonight was one of those ones where we found a way to get it done. Obviously the Avalanche were looking to get a victory after losing to the Rangers last night in overtime. Very rare for the Avalanche to lose back-to-back. Coming in here with Miles Wood making his first trip to New Jersey as a member of the Avalanche. They gave him a nice little video tribute. I will make a separate video for that. You can check it out. That'll be up there. The Miles Wood tribute video. And then Zachparise his second game as an Av, first time as an Avalanche in New Jersey, and obviously Nathan MacKinnon, the big dog, leading point scorer in the NHL at the moment, probably the front runner for the Hart Trophy as league MVP. He had his 14-game point streak snapped tonight. He was very aggravated after the game. I think he may have tried to break his stick or was hitting some stuff. But Big Nate MacKinnon, sorry, sir, your 14-game point streak has come to an end. It was a good run. I'm sure you'll start up another one. But the New Jersey Devils ended that streak for you. And now we look on to Thursday. Another big game for the Devils at home. And, you guys know how I feel about the goalie thing. It's kind of a mess. At this point, despite whatever the stats may be and, all the noise around our man, Vitek Vanacek, I go back to Vitek on Thursday. I never thought I'd be in the position to kind of be a champion for him in campaigning for him to get starts. But I think at this point, for whatever reason, he's found a way to win. He came up with a lot of big saves tonight. So shout out to my friend SST6601. Once again, I am saying Vitek played a good game. He didn't play a great game. He played a good game. That third goal, I think he should have had. The first and second ones, those were like bang bang plays. I don't fault him for that. The third one, I think he should have had. But he did make plenty of big time saves when it mattered in tonight's game and kept us in there where we easily could have lost. So I'll say a pretty good game for Vitek. There was a couple like one-timers I remember, and then obviously the MacKinnon breakaway where Luke was kind of trailing, and I think just made himself present enough to MacKinnon where it kind of affected the shot he ultimately got off. But that was a huge save by Vitek, and he had a few other dandies there in the third period. So a good game for Vitek, and we got to tighten some things up. A couple of our power plays look like dog shit, and hopefully that's something that will correct itself when Jack comes back. I'm hoping everyone saw the photos of Jack in practice in a contact jersey today. Obviously did not play tonight, but hopefully there's a chance he suits up Thursday against Calgary. That would be a big boost to the club on the ice and as well as locker room morale and things, I'm sure. But what a game. We'll look at the 3 stars for tonight. Third star, jesperbratt with a goal and an assist for 2 points. The second star was Kel McCarr with a goal. And the first star of the game with the game winner, John Marino. Big-time goal in a big-time moment, and the Devils march on, keeping pace with the Flyers. 5 points behind them for third place in the Metro with 3 games in hand. And it's shaping up to be what seems like the Stadium Series game on February 17th is going to be a massive one for the standings. It's going to be an absolutely massive game and one that, could really help the Devils in the standings if they could find a way to beat the Flyers at MetLife. Hopefully without Carter Hart, the Flyers kind of go into a free fall mode. They've cooled, they started off very hot and they've cooled off in recent weeks. But, that's probably going to be our best path to the playoffs at this point. I think the wild card spots might have more points than third in the Metro. And so, that's the team to keep our eye on. So those head-to-head matchups are going to be huge. And the one at the Stadium Series is going to be super huge. And there was some cool merch in the shop tonight. Obviously, as you all know, I've talked about it a lot. The Stadium Series jersey release has been a complete debacle. From the grand reveal of the jerseys to the availability of the jerseys to ordering them, future ship dates, and yada, yada. Complete F-, for the NHL on this one. They completely fumbled the bag. One of the biggest fumbles in the history of fumbles. I mean, wow. When you have a fan base so thirsty and so willing and happy and eager to spend their hard-earned money on a new jersey that comes out and you don't have enough supply to meet said demand from these feverish fans looking to fork over their money, and you just don't have a way to get them the jersey. It's a really unfortunate thing. I don't feel like talking about it anymore because it's just completely ridiculous that in a day and age where you have such a pent-up demand for something that you just dropped the ball and can't deliver. But let me know if any of you guys got the... I've seen a lot of posts in groups and things. A lot of you did get jerseys. Let me know what you ended up getting and what player. I know the players are fairly limited. But obviously the big name usual suspects were made available on either Fanatics or the NHL Shop or NHL Store. One of my buddies was at a Dick's Sporting Goods today in New Jersey, and he sent me some photos. It looked like they had plenty of the Fanatics customized jerseys with players' names on it. So, you know, if you're still on the outside looking in, hoping to get a jersey sometime soon and in time for the game, I would recommend, if you're in New Jersey or maybe even New York, to head to your local Dick's, and they may have some there for you. But wow, what a game. And, you know, let me know what you guys thought about the game in the comments. Let me know if you got a Stadium Series jersey, if you're still looking to get one. Anything Devils related, throw it out there in the comments. Also, shout out to, I can't remember if it was Taylor or Tyler. I think it was Taylor, but Taylor or Tyler, shout out to you, sir. I met him at the game tonight. He came up to me, said he watches the video, so appreciate you for that. And I think that's all I got for you guys tonight. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. No, a lot of Avalanche jerseys, though. I'm surprised. A lot of Avalanche jerseys at the Rock. I saw a couple Nordiques jerseys, but a lot of Avs jerseys, Avs hats, Avs fans. I suppose, you know, winning a cup and having superstar players in any sport nowadays, you'll see, you know, the bandwagoners come on out. But, yeah, I thought it was an unusual amount for a West Coast team, the amount of Avalanche fans I saw in attendance tonight. But that's it. That is all we got, folks. Check out all the other videos we posted. Podcast episode 2 has some cool stuff with the international play and my Ring of Honor nominees and some other things cool in there. I have some cool stuff coming up in the next week or two. Have an interview with a former legend coming. I went to on a special assignment for something else. You know, you're going to be seeing some cool stuff come out in the next week or two. So appreciate you all for watching. That's all I have for you tonight. I am super jacked up. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. Until next time, friends, let's go Devils.